Welcome to the Reset for Success show. Today we are so lucky to be able to have Susie Fogerson talking to us about our health and how we are worth it. And we have our wonderful Lady Lou as a co-host and myself, Marian LaSalle, and we welcome you. Hello.
Hi,
Hello.
good
Um,
morning.
Good morning, all. And it is morning here in the Texas area, but it could be evening or afternoon wherever you are in our audience. And we welcome all of you.
We are
And thank
global now.
Yeah, and thank you for bringing us in, Marion. She is our opportunity specialist, technical wizard. We call her all kinds of names. So she keeps us working every time we're on our show
Oh,
because
that's hilarious.
she's our technology genius, and we love her dearly. And Susie, this is her second time on our show. We have just loved this lady because of the wisdom, the knowledge, the generosity that she has to share with all of us. And before the show, we were talking about some of the things that she has lived through and trained people for. And this lady is going places. We've already decided that she's got so much to offer. So that's part of what we're going to talk about today is her health advocacy. I think that's how you say it. But
Sounds right to me.
hmm
she knows how to help all of us be healthy, get healthy, stay healthy, and all that good stuff. So, Susie, how about if you give us a brief background of who you are and how you got to be where you are now?
Okay. I've been in the health and wellness industry 26 years, and I started out as a licensed massage therapist
Oh,
and massage therapy instructor. And I did that for 20 plus years. And with that, you had to have continuing education constantly. So I was educated on all the systems of the body, anatomy and physiology, your immune system, which is so important as we have entered into the COVID pandemic. And from there, I retired actually and decided that I wanted to educate and advocate people about their health. And a non-medical home care agency hired me and to be their general manager because I'd worked with the elderly for quite some time, and they knew I knew about their health and the contraindications of medications, so on and so forth. So I was a designated manager there, and then I bought into the franchise system and sold everything I owned, moved to Denver, Colorado, and brought a business there up to $1 million business. And then I thought that was going to be my forever life. And I met a man. And at my age, I had a better chance of being hit by a terrorist bomb, let me tell you. Then,
Oh,
and
God.
we fell madly in love. He got transferred to Frisco, Texas, and so I sold my part of the business and decided to move here. And I'm telling you this because I wanted not to be retired. I wanted to take all the education that I had because I had partnered with the Alzheimer's Association and trained people on second wind dreams. And I also partnered with hospice and helped people cross over the other side and did staffing for memory care units. And so I know a lot about the healthcare industry and the path that people should be on about their health in that regard. But also I saw people I had to do the assessments on their health, and they would bring out a gallon baggie full of prescription medications. And I would have to go through and catalog all that. And then I had to let them know that some of the ones they were taking were contraindicated with something else they were taking. And, they didn't need all of this medication. Some of it was outdated, so on and so forth. So I wanted to take all that knowledge when I came to Frisco, and I partnered with a company that is an all-natural nutritional supplementation company. And I've been on their products for years because of my own health issues, and I couldn't take the prescribed medications that the doctors gave me. I have rheumatoid arthritis and osteoarthritis. And at the time, I had 3 businesses and 8 employees, and the side effects from the medication was worse than the disease that I had.
Oh,
And so I ended up finding Shackley Corporation, finding their their nutritional supplementations, and started on those products, and it just changed my life. So when I came to Frisco, I thought, what can I do and I was still on the products. I'll always have rheumatoid arthritis and osteoarthritis, but I don't have to take the prescription medications anymore. And I thought, why not take all my knowledge and turn it into advocacy and education for people out there, that they can take control of their health, they can change their health around to some degree, and they can just be educated and live a healthier life for the life that they have left. And that's kind of a little bit about me and my passions and what I want to do.
We're so grateful that you agreed to be here with us today, Susie. We were talking earlier before we went on the show about how important education really is. No matter what it is we're talking about, if it has something to do with your health or health care, you need to be educated on what is happening to you and how to get around the traditional pills and potions that, that a lot of people gravitate to because that's what the doctor said. So if you can be educated in the alternatives, and I'm not talking about, woo-woo stuff. I'm talking about scientists have proven certain things. And if you can educate yourself about what that is, it can change your life for the better. Now, I'm one of those people that have witnessed what lack of education can do, the harm it can do, not only to our health, but also the people that we're caring for. Okay.
Absolutely.
Talking about medicine, harming you instead of helping you. Sometimes you go to different doctors and they put you on different medications and they don't talk to each other and they forget to ask. Can you believe a doctor would forget to ask you what other medications you're on? Hello, they do. It's just the way it is. So you have to be your own advocate, or you have to have somebody that you can go to, like Susie, that can help you steer you in the right direction. But don't let people think for you. Do your education. Find the places that are going to help you understand what it is you're going through. Nobody escapes this life, never having a problem with their health, do they?
No, none of us leave this life, this earth alive, right? But you're right. You can be your own advocate, and people need to take that back into their own hands, ask more questions. I don't know about you, but I recently had to change doctors. I moved to a new state, and I didn't see the doctor, until I would get into the waiting room, then go into the exam room, and the nurse practitioner would come in, which I don't have a problem with nurse practitioners. Don't get me wrong. They are wonderful people. But as far as the doctor, the nurse practitioner did all the work. The doctor came in and
wrote a prescription.
That was all he did. He didn't even
talk
to me. And it was like, wait, sir, don't you want to really talk to me? And he didn't have time for that. So needless to say, I didn't go back to that doctor. But, the first thing they told me was they wanted to put me on cholesterol medication. And my cholesterol is a little bit high. It's not way out there because I walk and I do all kinds of things. And I told him I wasn't going to take the statins. I said, when the side effects are worse than having high cholesterol, I said, the statins will kill me before the cholesterol will. And a lot of people don't understand all of the side effects of the statins. And so research, when a doctor tells you something, yes, be respectful. Yes, hear what they say. But you also have the opportunity to ask them to give you an opportunity to research it for yourself. And
I want to tell you something. This happened now. This may sound like I'm going off the track, but I think if it's going off the track, it's going right along with you. Okay. So I watch a program put on by Netflix called Call the Midwife. Now, as I'm watching this, it's 9 seasons and I'm on season 3. So I'm sure there's quite a few more things that they're going to go through. But one of the things that I noticed was they started this in 54 or 56, something like that, just a couple years before I was born. And back then, polio was kind of like our COVID is now, okay? They knew it was horrible. They knew it was affecting children and they, it was killing these poor children or crippling them and that type of thing. And it wasn't until the doctors got together with people like the midwives, the nurses that were really down in the trenches caring for people, the physician's assistant, like you were talking about, where they were starting to get together and talk about all the different things that were happening and do the research to come up with something that overnight polio was gone. Okay. So I do have faith that that same thing is going to happen with COVID. And I know we're all scared, but if we keep focusing on the research and going to the experts that we trust, okay? So Susie's been telling us a little bit about all of her education and all of her knowledge, the on the streets knowledge, okay? Not just from a book, but her research has been with people and businesses and products and services. And so she has gained the knowledge to at least know where to research, where she can trust. So you can call her, right, Susie?
Absolutely.
You can call Susie and she's going to help you go down the right path.
Right. Oh, Susie is wonderful. And the products that she advocates are, tell us about that, how pure they are and how long they've been on the market and all of that good stuff.
Well, that's such an important aspect of who Shackley is. And we are a science company. We are a company who researches and develops our own products. And we do the research on those products to make sure that they deliver what we promise. And the purity and the efficacy, we actually go beyond organic. Now, what does that mean? Beyond organic is we go out and we certify the fields, the crops in the fields are free of pesticides, chemicals, herbicides, and then we certify that field. We know when we leave, they could have a terrible rainstorm or they could have livestock runoff from up the hill run down and contaminate these products. So when they are harvested and they come into our labs, we test them again. And we test them for herbicides, pesticides, PCBs, all of the contaminants. We do 350 contaminant tests on the raw materials that come into our facilities when we make them. Now, we've been doing this. Dr. Shackley was the first American doctor that extracted minerals from foods, natural foods. 1917 was when he started this. So we've been doing this over 100 years, actually, our innovations. And Shackley Company is 65 years old. He started Shackley in 1956 at the age of 60. And he was a chiropractor by trade, but he found the importance of feeding the body pure nutrients. And unfortunately, because of over farming in all of the world, we're not getting the nutrients we even received from our food when Dr. Shackley was alive. So for instance, if you eat one carrot 20 years ago, you got all the nutrients, vitamin Ks that you needed. Now you have to eat 10 carrots to get the equivalent of that. So we know that the food sources that we're eating are not as pure, not as wholesome. But when you use agriculture in the right way, you can boost your soil naturally and get your raw materials up to standards. Yes. Now, occasionally we'll find when our crop comes in that it has been contaminated and we have to disqualify that crop because we do not bend our standards. We're one of the few companies that self-monitor and we do not bend our standards whatsoever. We stand behind every single product we make, and we have $350 million in our research and development that we keep our products up to date. We keep looking for answers to the human body to boost our immune system, to boost our health, to keep us in the best, as I call it, fighting shape for all the diseases that we come into, viruses, funguses, all the environmental pollutants and things that we come across. So those are very important. We can be trusted. We're a scientific company. We manufacture our own products. We don't go out and find a product and sell it on that somebody else produced. We produce our own. And we've done that for the last 65 years since Shaklee has been created.
Okay. Well, Susie, Marian, we'll be right back, folks. What are some of the products? Like you've got vitamins and minerals, and give us some, not the particular name, but the types of supplements that you manufacture.
Well, we manufacture all types of nutritional supplementation, obviously. Yes, the vitamins and the minerals, but we also have taken it a step further in a research questionnaire that we've done because, Lady Lou, it's not a one size fits all. You and I are similar in age, but our chemistry on the inside is completely different.
Yeah.
And, our history, our genealogy, our families, where we came from. So what Shaklee has done is we partnered with Harvard and we came up with a questionnaire called Meology. And this questionnaire is free for people to take it. Oh. And it's about 10 minutes or less to take it. And what it does is it takes in the consideration of 110 million different algorithms to come up with what exactly is going to be your need for your body right now at this age, at this time in your life. So, my 20-year-old nephew would be a lot different than me. Men are different than women. And we all are in different stages of our lives, and our bodies need different nutritional supplementation for that. So we had a landmark study on one of our nutritional products called Vitalizer, and it has all of the supplements that you would need for a basic vitamin or a basic supplementation. But the Meology takes it a step further, and it also pinpoints certain things that you might need more of that you didn't know. So it's a very precise, and it's free of charge. You can take it. And then what I like to do is after people have taken it, I like to talk to them about what they think about it, where they are, where do they want to go in their health, and just talk to them generally about who they are, what they do. I talk to people more than a doctor, I guarantee you. When he goes in, I'm not a doctor and I don't prescribe and I don't, diagnose, but you can talk to people and do research and find out where they want to go. If they want to lower their cholesterol, for instance, we have a complex to do that. I have joint health issues, so I take a joint health complex. Because of my RA, we have a product that actually goes in and heals the mitochondria of the cell. And I've been taking that for years, ever since we came out with it. So I just feel like it gives me everything I need to. My RA has not gotten worse. I've sort of maintained it, but I'm not on those medications that they had originally prescribed for me either. And I'm functioning at a very high level. I have no pain. My fingers are really crooked, but they don't hurt. So I don't care. So we also have organic cleaning products for the home that are amazing for people who have asthma. They may not realize how much off-gassing goes on in their home from formaldehyde in the carpets or the curtains or the furniture, and the cleaning products that off-gas in your home also affect people with asthma or breathing problems, emphysema, COPD.
And your dogs.
Your dogs,
cats,
children.
Birds, children.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, so tell us, where can people find this assessment?
They can go to my website.
Okay, tell us what it is. Go ahead and recite it.
Okay, it's pws.shaklee.com/Susie Health Corner. And that will take them to my site, or they can call me and I can but it's free. And it's an amazing, there's nobody else out there with this type algorithm that is so precise. So it really answers your need right now where you are in your life, and answer the questions truthfully. And it's covered under the HIPAA law. So I can't see it unless you give me permission to see it. Perfect. So, it's just incredible. We just came out with it in September. And
now, ladies, I want to let you know that we also have a podcast audience, and so they can't see the screen, which is moving your information across, and there's also down below there's a description with all of the links and the information that we're talking about. But I do want you to know that this is very important to me, that you hear her phone number, because your health does matter. So Susie, tell us what your phone number is, nice and slow.
Okay, it's 806 438 2125.
That's 806-438. What were the last four?
2125.
2125.
And remember, it's down below the videos on Facebook, YouTube, and now LinkedIn, and all the podcasts, the favorite podcast stations. It will have it printed out for you.
We also have someone in the audience who wants to say good morning, and she's saying, "You're doing a great job, Susie."
Oh, thanks, Ellie.
Thanks, Ellie. That is very nice of you. I'm glad to see people are out there watching. And if you have any questions, feel free to ask. Right now would be the perfect time for you to ask a question. I have maybe a question, but it is a question. Okay, so have you ever heard of rheumatoid, what is it called? Palindromic rheumatoidism. Palindromic rheumatoidism.
No, I have not.
Okay. All right. Well, it took my doctor over a year to figure out that's the symptoms I had. Okay. Whether I have it or not, who knows? But basically, it's the same type of symptoms that you're going to have with your arthritis. Your knuckles are going to, grow and hurt, and your knees or whatever. However, what's different about it is traveling pain. So, and I know Lady Lou has gone through this with me for probably 2 years. I had nothing but severe pain that would show up wherever. If it showed up in my leg, I couldn't walk. I had to literally crawl on the floor to get to the bathroom. If it happened in my shoulder, I couldn't use my right arm at all. One time it affected my throat, and I almost had to go to the hospital because I couldn't, it was closing up my breathing area. So I think that it was just a fluke that my doctor remembered somebody in the hospital, and it wasn't even her patient, and she overheard, somebody talking about these symptoms and found out somehow through research, what it was I might have. So yes, same thing. They wanted to put me on all these medications. High blood pressure, methotrexate, high cholesterol, all these different pills that I was having to take. And at first I did because I was like, oh, I got to get rid of this pain.
Right.
But then I started researching how I could naturally take care of this. And I think it changed my life it changed my life for the better. So what I'm trying to get at here is, whatever your problems are, call Susie and talk to her, because if she doesn't have the answer, she knows where to go to find it.
Absolutely.
Yeah. And here's another thing. Susie is not into selling you anything. She's there to help you, and she knows her products will help you. And if they will, she's going to tell you about them. Listen, because these products have been proven. And what the heck? They probably got a guarantee or a warranty on them, don't they, Susie?
30-day money-back guarantee.
There. So give them a shot. And I'll have to tell you, 30 days is not enough. You need 90 days worth of them, because that's how it's going to get in your system and get to working, because nothing works overnight. Now, there might be a miracle here and there that it does, and we've heard about them and loved them. But I've never had one of those miracles, and I would love to. But give it a shot. You can't, it's just money. You're spending it on drugs anyway. Spend it on health.
Hey, Susie, tell us some of the most popular products that your company has.
Oh my gosh. Well, I'm going to say our Advanced Joint Health Complex, because we guarantee that you can see results in as little as 5 days. And we have even an empty container guarantee. If you don't feel better in 30 days and you've taken everything in the bottle, send it in and we'll give you your money back. But more importantly, the joint health complex has helped me in my hips and my hands. Being a massage therapist for 20 plus years, my hands are real arthritic. And it's taken my pain away. I don't have pain in my hands. When I first started on the complex, I had big nodules on every finger, and I don't have those anymore. I mean, you can see they're crooked. Here's my little fingers. They're my favorite. They both go in different directions, that one and that one. Anyway, but the joint health complex has ashwagandha and boswellia extract in it. They're all natural, no additives, preservatives, colorings. And a lot of times people with arthritis pain have inflammation from pollutants in the air or eating the wrong things. And this really goes in and it helps to rebuild soft cartilage, soft tissue. I have a right knee that they've been wanting to operate on for a long time, and I'm just not going to do it unless I can help it. And I get along fine. My knee, occasionally, I'm pretty good at telling the weather for sure, but weather forecaster, but I'm doing great. I walk 2 1/4 miles every day. My husband and I do. That's just one product. Vivix is another that goes in and repairs the mitochondria and the DNA. Our landmark study that was done on our Vitalizer strip is a strip of vitamins that guarantees you're getting all the nutrients, daily allowance of all the nutrients you need in one strip serving. We say we strip and shake every morning because we have an incredible life shake, a protein shake, which actually can serve as a meal. And it has 23 essential vitamins in it that you drink. I take it with my vitamins. Actually, I have it right here. And this is one of our life strips. And there we go. And that's what I take every morning. So I strip, here's the strip, and then here's my shake.
Yay!
And
Strip and shake.
the protein
Yay.
shakes are incredible. You can lose weight with them. Matter of fact, we have a cleanse product. On the 30th, I'm going to start a cleanse. It's a 7-day cleanse to help detox my body from all of this great food I've been eating, number one, since COVID, and also through the Thanksgiving holidays. But it detoxes your liver, your kidneys. It detoxes you from metals that you may have ingested. It's not a harsh cleanse, so you don't have to make appointment with the toilet. So you stay home, you can actually do this cleanse and function at a high level. We give you recipes and everything that are dietitian approved and to help you do the cleanse. And then we have what we call our Vitalizer that we recommend you start taking it on day 8 through 31. And that's a 30-day challenge. We call it the Prove It Challenge. So you get the vitamins, 30-day supply of vitamins. You get 2 protein shake canisters that'll last you a month. And you get the cleanse. And it's $150. And it's an incredible savings, $159. You get free membership, free shipping, and it has a 30-day money-back guarantee. So if you want to get a jump start on your health to get going, and I would do the cleanse. The cleanse helps so many different things in the body systems. It even helps your immune system. And we have specific products for your immune system. You know, I recently was exposed to COVID and direct contact.
Oh.
And you have to wait 3 to 5 days to be tested. So I waited my amount of time, and I went to, my husband had to go with me because he had to be tested. And we both tested negative.
Oh.
And I asked the doctor, I said, well, what would you have prescribed for me if I had tested positive? And he said, really, unless you're having breathing problems, the only thing I could do is give you a steroid shot and give you an inhaler. He said, because we have no vaccine, there is nothing. He said, but on the holistic side, what I would recommend is vitamin D3, C, and zinc. And I was already taking those in mass quantities. And I said, well, I'm already doing that. And he goes, that's probably why you didn't get it, because neither of us tested positive. And those are things that Shackley has really concentrated on, is our immune system. We've always been concerned with people taking pure products to build their health systems. If you build your health systems, then you're building your immune system also. And the immune system, what is the one thing you take with you everywhere you go?
Yourself.
yourself and your immune system. It's one of the strongest and most important systems in the body, made up of proteins and cells. And it's very vital that people stop drinking so many Cokes and stop putting so many chemicals in your body. There's other alternatives. And all of these little things, we don't realize it because we've been so bombarded with all these commercials on TV about, you need this cereal, or you need that soda, or you need this fast food restaurant. And a lot of those things have so many chemicals in them that our body doesn't even know what to do with it.
It is all chemicals, yeah. Well, I want to thank you, Susie, for coming on today. We're just delighted, and we know that you are an answer to a lot of people's questions. So feel free to give her a call at 806-438-2125 and just have a conversation. January's coming up pretty soon, and I know most of us want to get a healthy start on the new year. So, Lady Lou, any last words of wisdom?
Yes, find a friend and do this with her or him, because it's easier to do it when you've got a pal. Marian has taught me this so often. If you do it together, you'll do it because you have accountability. So grab your sister, your friend, your uncle, whoever, and do it together.
And you can grab me because I can be your health coach.
Susie in the middle. Yes, Susie's your answer for the questions, for the help and all of that, because she's there for you. And you don't charge for that, right, Susie?
No, I don't. I want people to be healthy and live a good quality of life. I've seen the other side, and I know you all have too. Excuse me. People in nursing homes and not to say we'll never go there, but we can live a healthy life as long as possible when we do the right things for our body.
Right. So make that phone call, get your schedule going, and then get the products because they're guaranteed. They work. You don't have to send them back. They're going to work for you. So we thank you again, Susie. We appreciate your knowledge, your expertise, and that you could come on and share.
Well, I appreciate both of you and all that you do in the communities and helping people find work and helping people find their health. And you're amazing. And I love you both.
Well, we love you too. Thank you. Thank you, audience. We'll see you on down the road.
Okay. Happy Thanksgiving, everyone.
Happy Thanksgiving. Hi, Jody.
Hi, everybody.
Bye, everybody. Happy Thanksgiving. We'll see you again